What is up, everybody? How's it going? Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Today, I wanted to talk about the upcoming 2023 video game release schedule and talk about some of the big titles that are going to be releasing, my opinions on them, if I'm going to get them or not, and just kind of like my feel for everyone. So, I'm not going to discuss every single game that's going to be releasing. I'm going to be discussing the big and major titles. So, let's get into it. So, I'm going to be first discussing Diablo 4. I know a lot of people are going to be excited for this title, especially Diablo fans, but also be wary but that this is Blizzard, the people who brought you Diablo Immortal, and who thought that was a good idea, and then it crashed and bombed. So it was just very, very sad to see Diablo Immortal fail, but it had it coming. But you have to be wary is that for Diablo 4, you have to be wary that Blizzard is probably going to pull the same thing where it's probably going to be like a pay to win system. I don't know if they learned their lesson or not. I think that many companies are still in the pay to win model and live service model. So I feel like it's going to release unfinished and people are going to be so mad about it. And that there's going to be some mechanic that is going to drive people towards the game and but also make a lot of people angry. So anyone who's a big Diablo fan, I suggest that you steer away from this for now. Do not pre-order. And this is going to be a lot of the games on my list because I'm going to tell you in a bit why. But just because I think a lot of companies are going to try to deceive people and say, "Oh, it's finished. It has no monetization in it." But the thing is, it will have some sort of manipulation tactic in the game, whether it's unfinished, will it have monetization, a higher price tag, who knows. I just have a bad feeling about Diablo because Diablo Immortal failed, and what is to say that Blizzard won't do the same thing? So if you guys have a different opinion about Diablo and think differently about it, different from Diablo Immortal. I know Diablo Immortal was more like a phone game, but Diablo 4 is going to be a hit title. We'll see if it releases in a full state. We'll see. Anyways, moving on. Another game that's going to be big is Death Stranding 2. I think this game is going to be fine. I know Death Stranding had a very niche like demographic because I know a lot of people said it was like Postman Simulator, and then I heard other people saying the game was great. So I'm unsure of like what it's going to be. I just think that Death Stranding has a lot of potential, and I personally won't pick this one up. I'm not a huge Death Stranding fan. I am playing through the game and like it, but I can wait on that game for a sale or just if it becomes free on Epic Games in like 3 years. So who knows? I'm personally, I think that game's going to be good, but it's not going to be like a Game of the Year contender if you know. So let's talk about another game that's big, and that is the new Star Wars game, the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. I know a lot of people loved Fallen Order. I love Fallen Order. I didn't pre-order it or even buy it on launch. I waited a long time to actually get it for the PS4 and play it myself. I did see a playthrough of it, but I didn't actually play the game. It's the same with Guardians of the Galaxy. I saw the playthrough, but I never actually played the game. So I think the new Star Wars game is going to be fine. It probably won't have any monetization in it. If it's done by the same studio as last time, they're going to push EA to not have microtransactions in there. So it's going to be a good game. It might have a few bugs, but it's going to be an okay game. So I probably want this game, but I'm not going to be so excited to buy it day one. So that's in terms of my purchase opinion on it. I just don't think I wanted to get it at launch. I'm going to wait and maybe watch a playthrough and just wait till that goes down in price because I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I did like the old game, so I don't know. I'll wait on that. The next big contender is The Legend of Zelda 2. Everyone loved Breath of the Wild. This is one of the biggest games going to be hyped for 2023. Everyone loves The Legend of Zelda. I personally am not a fan. I played Breath of the Wild. I didn't like it. I didn't like all the puzzles, and it didn't hit me as a good game in my opinion. Now, other people might have a different opinion. That's fine. I just think that it wasn't the game for me. So I won't be getting this game. I'll probably pick it up when it's cheap. Maybe it's like $34 in like 8 years. But I won't play it on launch. I will probably watch some gameplay of it. But in terms of the actual Legend of Zelda 2, I think it's going to be a great game, a very good contender for Game of the Year. I just think that I won't buy it in terms of my perspective. If you guys are getting Legend of Zelda 2, I am very happy for you because Nintendo does a great job on their games, kind of with Scarlet and Violet. I know that was very buggy. Um, but Legend of Zelda might be different because Breath of the Wild launched, and if it's done by the same studio, why not? Um, but it won't have like any microtransactions in there, like heavy ones that affect gameplay or anything like that. I hopefully it won't launch too buggy, and I knew it'll have some bugs, but I'm pretty sure it's playable on day one. Um, and so let's talk about the next game, and that is Spider-Man 2. And this is going to be a really great game. I actually might buy this game because I did like the original Spider-Man games for the 2018 version on PS4 and PS5, and I did enjoy Miles Morales. So those were really great games. I can't wait to play more Spider-Man 2. Now, I do want to hold off as long as I can from buying this game in terms of like spoilers, but I have no promises. This might be the one game of 2023 I buy. I have not heard of any other games that I like so far. So we'll see where this takes me because I'm kind of I want to save my money as best as I can this year in terms of video games. But Spider-Man might be that one exception because it's done, I think, by Insomniac still. And they ended it really good and well done on Spider-Man 2018 version. So I want to explore more of that. And who knows, I might buy it day one. I won't pre-order it per se, maybe. I might buy the physical version, so if it is bad, I can return it, but I don't have any doubt about that. And so let's talk about the last game on my list in terms of my 2023 predictions, and that is Harry Potter, the new Harry Potter game that is releasing. Now, many people are not buying this game because of J.K. Rowling. I don't really care about what she said. I care about the quality of the game. J.K. Rowling is more of the writer of the books and therefore created the whole universe. Yeah, but she has nothing to do with this game. I mean, she didn't create the game. She wasn't a developer. She wasn't a writer. She wasn't like a huge advocate for the game. She probably likes the Harry Potter games. I get that. But in terms of like her playing it or her support in it, I really feel like it doesn't really matter. I care about the quality of the game and what the developers make. And so this is what I'm afraid of. I saw the gameplay and it looks good, but the thing is, it has to come at a price. I feel like there's going to be some sort of manipulation tactic that's going to be very upsetting. And this is kind of like for Diablo and Star Wars, is that I feel like they're going to release unfinished and they're going to have some manipulation tactic to make the gamers upset once they buy the game. Because I feel like it's a big and expansive open world, but it's not enough for the PlayStation 5. I feel like that game and what they experienced, because I'm talking about the castle, I'm talking about Quidditch, the lake, I'm talking about different worlds you could probably go to. I just feel like that we're not there quite yet. PS7 and Xbox 720, whatever it is, in like 10 years, sure, I am fine with that. I probably will imagine that in the future, but right now we probably don't have that kind of technology to have that expansive of the world and have that technology. I get that these are great consoles and PCs are great. I just think that in terms for the average consumer, I don't think they have enough budget to make it a huge and open world like they say. So I'm definitely not going to be buying this day one. I'm going to see what the reviews are like, see some gameplay. I am not going to be buying this day one. We'll see where this game goes. But in terms of that game, I feel like people are going to buy it regardless. There are some really big Harry Potter fans out there, and they're going to be wanting to fly a broom or want to cast a spell on someone or go through the castle, and I get that. But I think that there's going to be something tricky, and there's going to be something hiding in there, because I know I'm a guy with a tinfoil hat on the top of my head. I hate the gaming industry. But in terms of these AAA titles, I feel like there's going to be something manipulative in what they put inside the game. So I'm going to hold off on Harry Potter. I'm going to hold off on Legend of Zelda, Star Wars, Diablo, Death Stranding. I'm going to hold off on all those games because I'm not sure what they bring to the table in 2023. I personally think that they're going to do something tricky or it's not my style, like Death Stranding or Star Wars. So I'm going to wait and see what's going on. And we'll see where 2023 takes me. But in terms of the next year, I only plan on probably buying one game. That's Spider-Man 2. 2022 was a big year. I bought 3 new games. I know people are like, only 3. I'm like, yes, 3 new ones. I'm talking about in this current year. I bought a lot of games from the PS3 era and PSP, and some PS2 games. But I'm talking about in this era, I bought 3 in 2022. I only plan to buy 1 in 2023. And I bought like a few discount games, but I'm talking about ones at full price, like $60, $70. I bought some ones on discount during Black Friday, like the Death Stranding Director's Cut, the Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut as well, Deathloop. I bought some of those during Black Friday, but I didn't pay full price for them. I waited. And so that's kind of like my predictions on 2023 and what's going to happen with some of the major titles. I know there's a lot more games that are going to be releasing, but these are just the ones I have off the top of my mind that are going to be the biggest sellers in terms of 2023. So let me know if you guys are planning on buying anything in 2023. And if you guys have any big anticipations of what the game of the year is, what games are going to be good, bad, I'm kind of interested. I mean, I would like to know. Otherwise, hopefully you guys are doing well and just staying safe and having fun overall because these are hard times and I would love to hear what you guys are doing, like, and just enjoying family and friends and life. And hopefully you guys are just staying well overall. With lots of love and respect, guys, I will see you guys later. Peace out, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.